what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Wait a minute. Tuesday? Thursday?
Yes.
Sunday?
Tuesday.
What? Tuesday. Okay,
It is
good.
Tuesday.
Oh my God. It is time for the SMX book club. So this is it's kind of a sad day. I mean, we have finished Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. And we're going to talk about the last,
Yep.
4 secrets?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
because they're
right.
all short, but lots of good information still in them. Next week, we are going to start Think and Grow Rich. And what we're going to do is we're going to find a PDF that's accessible to everybody. So that way we can just give you the link. You don't have to buy the book, even though, I mean, I want the book. So we're going to have to look into getting that. But so everybody can follow along, we can just post the link to the PDF that's online. So with that being said, I mean, we've had a lot. I want to give a couple shout outs. The first is to Angelica. She's part of Sports Media X. Just good vibes. So she hooked us up. This is actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one. Yeah, the one just over your right shoulder, for the Motivated Mindset podcast. Like, this is going to be my drink for that. And then, just like the one that you showed off, I have one for the S3 as well with my name's on it. Mine looks better. They're both awesome though, but mine's better.
It is kept my water cold for 12 hours, more than 12
hours. Yeah, absolutely.
Very,
Shout out
happy.
to Angelica. We have a new partner coming on board, a segment sponsor for our sports show. Angelica knows her. Real sweet lady, Karen, for Mamba Hot Sauces. Neil is a chef. He's also a Yankees fan. So I don't know if I can trust his judgment just yet, but we're getting our sauces today. They should be delivered today. And I will be trying out. I have decided tomorrow I'm just going to go for it. I'm doing the number 10.
All right.
I'm doing the number 10 right out the gate for it. I'm already regretting that decision.
Well, it'll be just knock it out, and then it'll be downhill from there.
Right.
Except for maybe the ghost pepper that they're also gonna.
Should I eat before actually get something in my stomach, or not have anything in my stomach? Like,
I don't know, how sensitive does your stomach get to hot stuff? Because
we don't really do the hot stuff because I avoid it.
Maybe you should do a little before and after thing, so that there's something in there to help keep it from being upset, but at the same time you like get the rest of it out.
Yeah, like if at some point right after I eat it, if you just see this, it's because I'm probably like I am unavailable. Is what that is.
We'll make sure we've got like a glass of milk up there for you.
Yeah, that's what Karen said. She said use milk.
I was like, actually pulls the I forget what you call them, the capsicum that gets stuck in your tongue from the hot pepper. The milk will pull it out. Water will help it dig in.
Casper tins. First time I've ever heard the word. All right, so let's get into the book. Let's get into this. Let's finish this up. Starting with secret number 17, which is other people's distribution channels. Again, he talks about the Dream 100. I mean, the Dream 100, like, from this point forward, I mean, I mentioned it to my clients in the past. This is the foundation for every single company.
Yeah.
Every company that's starting out, unless you are the company that's on the Dream 100, unlikely.
Even then, because Russell Brunson,
because there can always be somebody ahead of you,
and he still maintains his Dream 100 and all that.
So, like, the Dream 100 is the key, the foundation. to your business. So that's
Yeah.
one of the biggest takeaways I've gotten. And I looked back. He doesn't just mention it in Traffic Secrets. He mentions it in Expert Secrets. He mentions Dream
Yeah.
and .com secrets as well when you're building your funnels.
It's the same thing as networking. Just think of it as networking if that works better for your brain. You're just building relationships with other people in the same field, and it gives you access to their clients.
list.
So
Yeah. So
why
that's
wouldn't you?
basically what Russell was talking about in this is trying to figure out how to get your product on their channel.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
like I do two different worlds. I do sports, I do business, right?
Yeah.
So my end goal would be to sit down with Stephen A. Smith, or
Yeah.
somebody on that level. Maybe not somebody as crazy, but somebody on that level. Even like Jason Anderson or
Yeah.
Joe Madden, who's been on, both of them have been guests on our sports shows, and have them promoted. That would be, they're on my Dream 100. Stephen A is at the top of the Dream 100. He's always on social media.
Yeah.
But
Big
so
presence.
using other people's channels, so you don't actually need to build your list, your followers, do the email marketing and whatnot. All you need to do is be able to get your program together with maybe like a follow-up funnel and follow-up email funnel, and then have them promote you. And there's different ways. We'll talk about it with like affiliate marketing and whatnot, which is another one of the secrets that we'll discuss in a second. But he mentioned different channels, 3 different channels, email solo ads. He mentioned, and again, this is trying to get into like your Dream 100's newsletter. So buying a spot in their newsletter.
Yeah.
That's a great way because again, they've already got that following built. If you're going, he mentioned, don't just find somebody with a newsletter.
Yeah.
Ask for a report of like their last 5 to 7 email open rates.
Right.
Because just because somebody has a large list and sends out a lot of emails, it doesn't mean they're getting open.
You don't want to get on that list of the person that just constantly spams. You want to get on a list that's actually interacting with the people reading it.
So don't just find these people, but get on their list to see the type of content that they're sending out.
Yeah.
Like Russell's always telling stories, right? He's always got a story. Like my email, jeff@coachjeffdemers.com, just in case any of you need to reach out to me. I've got a few members of my Dream 100 on that email list, and I get content from Russell, from ClickFunnels, from like Jim Edwards, from like a bunch of people inside the community. Like, so I see what they have done. And a lot of people that I've talked to are like, no, I don't want to be spammed that much. He sends out a lot of emails.
Yeah.
But me, all I see is value. Whether or not I'm interested, well, for one, I am interested always, but I may not be interested to buy. The reason why I collect my Dream 100's emails and I put them in their own folder is so I can see what hooks he's writing, what type of offers he's putting out there.
He specifically mentions too throughout the book that if it's something that works on you, specifically if you were like, oh, I'm going to open this and I read it, not only read it, I read all of it and I followed through some of it, then that's the stuff that you need to pay the closest attention to, because obviously there's value there. If you yourself found, like, rather than just studying it clinically, found yourself going through it organically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So he mentioned that. He mentioned like, okay, so Facebook Messenger is kind of a new thing. We've been on Messenger, but using Messenger for marketing is kind of new because you have to be very careful.
Because Facebook doesn't like it being used that way.
Oh yeah, they'll shut you down.
Resistant. Yeah.
And here's why you need to play nice with Facebook, because it's not just Facebook that you would lose out on; it's Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So play nice with Facebook. I've been to Facebook jail. Wrongly convicted, by the way, but it took me a year to get out.
Yeah.
It took me a year to get out.
Yeah.
All right. So play nice. And then he mentioned the desktop push, which is another new concept. We won't really dive into that, but as far as those 3 channels, I think the email solo ads, if you are looking at buying your way in, get with your Dream 100 and see who's got an awesome newsletter out there. That's secret number 17. Secret number 18 is your affiliate army. Now, this is near and dear to my heart because when I first got online and I started going to like my EN events, and the first time I talked on stage in New Orleans, it was through an affiliate marketing company.
Yes.
Network marketing, affiliate marketing.
Same thing, really.
Okay.
Ish.
But in ClickFunnels 1.0, now we're on 2.0. I have actually put 1.0 in maintenance mode so I can still go in and look at stats and stuff like that. But in 1.0, they had a system in the back called Backpack, where you could actually build your own affiliate community for your product. We do not have that yet in 2.0, because 2.0 is on a completely different platform. It's not something you just transferred over. Now, as the creator of the Matrix, that you need different codes and things like that to work together for things to be right. So being that 2.0 is on a completely new coding program, if I'm using my words correctly, feel free to jump in.
Completely separate program from the original. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Not an upgrade, a new entirely structure. Yeah.
So now they need to figure out how to
create Backpack
create Backpack into 2.0, in which case that will be, so for those of you who may be interested, that will be, and we will be offering 50% commission for Sports Media X. And that is on every level. So it's not just the $49 a month. Okay. It's not just the $49 a month. It's also the $197 program for individual coaching. All right. 50% starting out. We will run that as a beta as soon as we can get that up and going. But again, we're waiting on ClickFunnels on that. So with that being said, he talks about recruiting your army of affiliates. The SMX Inner Circle, my army. I am your leader. Bow down to me now. No, but I love affiliate marketing. I have, to this day, I still have commissions coming in from 1.0 for doing ClickFunnels. Not much, because I really haven't pushed it, but I know that if we lose like everything, I can go all in on affiliates and we will be back up and running within 30 days. Which reminds me, this is pretty much what my Motivated Mindset podcast for the week is going to be about. But again, it all goes around your Dream 100. Know your Dream 100, because what's the one thing that you think everybody desires? If there's one answer, like you said, hey, I can cook you a meal or I can give you $1,000. Which one would you take?
$1,000 buys a lot of meals.
Yes. So most people, like, they want to know how to make more money. The smaller things they understand how to get that. But if they can figure out how to make more money, that's where affiliate marketing comes in. Should I do a class on how to be an affiliate marketer in 2024?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt anything to throw one together and offer it, but I would charge for that.
Interesting.
We can talk about that off camera.
What I'm going to do is
webinar style thing.
But yeah, that's awesome. What I am going to do though is I'll leave that for down the road, because we're about to do a podcast for the Motivated Mindset call. I don't have an exact title for it just yet. If you're watching live or on the replay, throw some comments in there. How to start over in 30 days with just $100. basically is what, and it goes into affiliate marketing and whatnot, but it won't be in depth. So he mentions affiliate marketing again. I love affiliate marketing. So step one would be to go to your Dream 100. Step two is to make them your affiliates. Step three is to give them a reason to promote. You make money. It's a legit offer. If it's a legit offer, I'm going through my past affiliate marketing nightmares. The majority of what I've pushed in the past has been awesome, but I have come across a few people that just put bullshit together and they're like, get people to buy. Now, here, let me throw this in. My mind's doing the ADD thing right now. If you want to be an affiliate marketer and somebody comes in and says, hey, if you sign up so many people, we are going to give you this much money. That's great if it's an actual offer. If there's an actual product to exchange for their money that they are putting in. Now, if somebody says, hey, if you bring 3 people into our group, you make this much money, but there's no actual product, that's a pyramid scam. All right. Marty, you bring 3 people in, that bring 3 people in, that bring 3 people in, you're going to make $1,000.
Right.
That's great. Right. What are we actually selling? Well, there's no product. You just got to bring people in. That is a pyramid scam. All right. A lot of people think of network marketing, and we're going just a little bit off, but it's along the same path because you need to have your mind right on this. A lot of people think of marketing as a pyramid. You have one person at the top, brings in people. Those people bring in people. Those people bring in people. That is actually a legit business model, as long as there's a product being sold. Because what the company is doing is they are paying you to sell their product and then teach other people how to sell their product. So you get a percentage of the commission of the products that you sell. I bring in Marnie. Marnie goes and sells. I get a smaller percentage, but it's a percentage based off of what she sells, but I get rewarded because I brought her in. Okay.
The way Russell explained it in the book too was that it's all comes down to it being a numbers game. He always does the calculations to figure out how much he's going to get at the end of the day doing it. So as long as there's still profit to be had, then it makes sense to him to, it's essentially a way of paying people to do the advertising for you and to take advantage of word of mouth and that type of thing.
Yeah. Russell's talking about buying your way in. Okay. As far as that goes. So he wants to know that if he's going to spend so much in ads, that he's going to get so much in return based off of the percentages that he expects to say yes. Okay. So he talks about your Dream 100, talks about making them an affiliate, and he also talks about turning customers into affiliates. Now, how Russell does this in ClickFunnels, and this is how I jumped on as an affiliate, is because I was initially a customer. But then he's like, bring somebody in, teach them how to use what you're already using. We'll pay you a percentage. And Russell's percentages are usually between like 30 and 50%. Actually, sometimes 100%. How does he do 100%? Okay, so basically, the one funnel away challenge that I just completed, right? We paid $100 to upgrade to the VIP. The individual whose link that I clicked on to sign up for that gets the $100 if I didn't sign up directly through Russell, which I did. So actually Russell got that $100 instead of somebody else. But he offers 100% commission because he knows he'll make more off of the continuity program of being a ClickFunnels member. So that's why he can afford to just give you $100 for your time. All right. So moving on with that, get off of Russell back in traffic secrets. So you need to make your Dream 100 your affiliates, turn their customers into affiliates, give them a reason to promote. So another way that Russell does it is he actually has a dream car promotion. You can promote and sign up 100 people. They will send you a check every month for $500 to go towards your car payment. If you do 200 people, they will send you a check every month for $1,000. This is above what you make in your regular commissions. So he's giving you a reason to promote. Do you have to help people buy a car? No. But think of an extended reason. Maybe for like us, a company that's just starting out, maybe you get a mystery box of gear, right? For helping promote. It's free gear. So it's an additional level that you can send out to people that are promoting, that are affiliates. So it's not just the commission, because there are companies out there that offer commissions all the time. So all they see, if they are just commission hunting, is they're seeing, well, 30% versus 40%. I don't care what product is better. I'm going to the 40%. But if you can match that up and then create a better offer with the next level, which would be free gear, which would be free lessons, free training, free learning environment, a new car payment, once we get up to that level, that would be the giving them a reason to join you, which goes back to creating an offer versus creating a product, which jumps all the way back to the beginning of the book. Oh, okay. So you give them a reason. And then step 4 is to train your affiliates. So you need to have like a group, right? The SMX Inner Circle, the SMX Hacker Nation. Those are groups. If you run your own business and you do not have a private group, you need one. If you need help building one, look us up. Step 5, basically to pay them. Help them get paid. All right. Next. Did I miss a step?
Nope.
I think I missed a step.
Pretty sure you got
them. I skipped a page. I did a blank page. Leave me alone. It's been a long day. All right. Secret number 19. We were talking about this offhand.
Yeah.
Cold traffic.
Cold traffic.
You want to jump in on this one so I can shut up for a minute?
This is basically you've got your hot traffic, which are your super active people engaged directly with you and staying engaged with you. You've got your warm traffic, which is the people who know about you and your product and are eventually, nibbling here and there and probably going to buy. Cold traffic is not only have they never heard of you or your product, they just have a problem right now and they have no idea how to resolve that problem. So like in our case, it would be somebody who wants to professionally take sports pictures or professionally interview. They have no clue how to go about doing it. That's cold traffic. So we would need to try to reach out to someone like that completely differently, because you can't start with, here's the product. You have to start with, this is the problem we know you have. Here's a way to overcome it. Let's baby step you all the way over here to the product that's going to resolve it for you. But like you have to build a bridge, as he describes it, from the problem that they didn't even know they had. So you have to put that into words to them all the way over to you as the solution. That's what I got out of that. That's what we're going to have to do, because there's nothing out like us out there yet.
That is how you explain something without ADD. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. One thing that he does mention, though, is with cold traffic, you basically have to go and start from scratch by creating your avatar.
Right.
From the beginning.
It's going to look different than your dream avatar, because this is somebody that's not in the state that your dream avatar is in yet. You're trying to guide them to that.
So he mentioned, Russell mentioned, going into or jumping back about 5 to 10 years from where you're at now, and
Right.
picture that person and
Right.
what it was that you were trying to do. Like if I knew today, or if I knew 10 years ago what I know today, like, I mean, the home ownership would be an
Yeah.
understatement for us right now. Like to
Uh,
also no gray hair, I believe 10 years ago. Well, no, maybe that's not accurate.
no, that's pretty accurate.
Is it?
I think so. I don't think you started to gray out yet.
Yeah,
You didn't go
35.
silver fox on me for, oh, I think I was like 6 years back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But like go back to what it was like, even for like photographers, or regardless of what field you're in, when you first started out, think about like what were the problems that you were trying to solve? Like,
Right.
did you know immediately how to use the camera, or what type of camera to get, or what type of lens to
Right.
get? Like there's a huge difference in quality and stuff, and I'm still learning, whatever I can from our friend Rhonda Costa. Shout out to Rhonda, um, about photography. Like if it wasn't for Rhonda, I still wouldn't have a clue what the hell to do. And I'm not the best. Like I'm not even close to it. But
Pretty
just
good.
with what I've learned from her from like day one when I first walked in with a camera,
Right.
like I had no idea. I wish I had my camera with me. It's over there in the corner. Like there's a dial with like 19 settings, right?
Yeah.
One's got a running man, the other one's got like a silhouette on it, and the other one's got like the video camera. And I'm like, what the hell do I do? What's TM? And I'm like, I don't know what this stuff is, right? So if you're teaching a class, or if you have a product for photography, think back to when you first started.
Yeah.
That's your ideal avatar. The questions that you had are the exact same questions that your avatar has today, right? And everybody, don't think about, well, the market is flooded. No, it's not. No, it absolutely is not. There's a great Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago.
Right.
The second best time to plant a tree is right now.
Right.
And that is just as powerful. Like, so just because you've been in the field for 20 years and you know a lot of people, there are millions of people out there that want to get into photography. No clue how.
Don't know anybody or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. They're online right now searching how to get into photography, how to
Right.
get into sports media, right? How to get into driving for a NASCAR team, how to get media credentials. They're
Right.
out there, right? So think about your avatar. Step one is your avatar. Step two is to master your bridge page. And this goes back to being an affiliate marketer. This is one of the most important things that you can do. So the warmer the traffic, the shorter the bridge is, because you have to say less. Your bridge is basically the message that you are sending to get them to click on to your offer, or to your video, or to sign up for your webinar. Okay. So instead of just saying, this is my offer, and you just post it, blast it, and keep posting the offer, jump into Sports Media X and over and over and over and over again, right? Instead of doing that, you create like a lead generation page, like the top 10 tips for a beginner photographer, right? The top 10 cameras for a newbie photographer, or however it is you want to title it. That goes to a lead gen page. They put in their email, they get the list. On the next page is your bridge page. This is where you create your message. This is the bridge from, hey, thanks for signing up for my stuff, to, I want you to buy, or I want you to check out this next offer. Your bridge page, your bridge. Picture a bridge, right? And this is basically you on there saying, hey, thanks for signing up for my list. Real quick, I just wanted to give you a heads up because I know that you're into sports media. I have a brand new challenge coming up that's going to help you get your content created and out in the next 3 days. Go ahead onto the next page. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it, and hurry up because the next challenge starts on Monday. We'll see you there. So then they will be like, yeah, I'd like to get my stuff up in 72 hours. Click on the button, join the challenge, and that's a bridge page. The bridge is from where they were to where you want them to go, right? It's like going from Manhattan to New York City, right? You got to go over a bridge, right?
Right. Yeah,
That's
from
a
cold
bridge page.
traffic to bridges.
Yes. Cold traffic, give them a solution to their problem.
Yes.
Right?
Define the problem for them first, then
yes.
Then show them the
So
solution.
Initially the problem would be, I don't know how to use a damn camera. Well, great. You've got a 3 video series for a newbie photographer that they are going to give you their email for. And then you're going to give them 3 quick lessons, 5-minute lessons on the basic foundations of using a camera, right? A digital camera. And then that goes into, hey, I know you're interested in this. I've got a new class, course, webinar on how to teach you more about this. So you give them a solution to another problem that they're having. If you're struggling in learning how to get into sports media, check out here. If you're struggling in learning how to get into sports photography, check this out. Right? So, bridge. Why do I keep doing? What is that?
Appreciate your little bridge sound effect.
That's a bridge.
You have to do that forever now. You got to remember that.
Bridge.
20 years from now.
And I got to do the hands.
Bridge on the freeway.
Now I'm hitting everything. All right. I think it's the caffeine from the Excedrin. It has to be because I haven't even had the end of the last energy drink yet.
Yeah.
So I've been going. All right. So that's secret number 19 is your cold traffic. Secret number 20 is other growth hacks.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else on cold traffic?
Nope. Just that's we're going to be focusing for a while, I think.
And from that, we will take the bridge to secret 20. Moving on. All right. Other growth hacks. So, why is this one the last one that I remember the least about? And it was the last chapter I read.
Because it was only like 3 pages, but he talked about other companies and what they did. And you can use that. So if you see a company that grows exponentially overnight, figure out how they did. And see if you can apply that towards yourself. Like he talked about Hotmail had an explosion of like 18 million new signups in a very short amount of time.
All right, that's right. And Google
tried to mimic how they did that with his own company.
Right. So Google Docs, like you only have so much space in those, right? Yeah. When what was it? Not Google Docs. What was the company that they were talking about that for Dropbox? So he was talking about how Dropbox came out and they said, okay, we'll give you this much space to start. But if you refer 5 friends, we'll give you more space.
Gmail was what you were thinking of.
Gmail. Thank you.
You had to invite other people for them to get a Gmail account. And then it was locked at so many and it caused such an explosion. People were selling them on eBay for $100 to get your address for Gmail.
But that is a great growth hack, right? So like if we had it, we would do different tiers for our programs. Like once our affiliate marketing and once we can actually do affiliate marketing for our company, then we can say, hey, if you sign up 20 people at level 1, which is the $49 a month continuity program, which gives you $20 or $25 per month after month residual income, then you can then unlock the next offer at the $197 individual coaching or group coaching or weekend in Sedona program or whatever it is that we would be doing, right? So that incentivizes them to go out and do just more than one, right? Plus, you get like a mystery box a month from No Boss No Rush, right? Of fresh gear and so on and so forth. But incentivize them to want more, to want to sell more, to advertise for you more, right? So instead of us going out and saying, okay, we need to create our email marketing program, and then we need to create our Facebook ads, and then we need to create our YouTube ads, and then we need to create this, instead of that, build affiliates, let them go out and spend money on ads and whatnot to promote your stuff. So you don't have to do any of that. Just go out and find affiliates that love making videos that can be on Instagram, love making videos that can be on YouTube, like writing articles, like find those people and incentivize them to promote your offer more. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
It was very anticlimactic to the end of the book.
Well, what the whole book amounts to is there's two major points I got from it. It's a numbers game. So pay attention to your numbers and make sure you're getting those to balance out the way you want them to. And if there's people out there that have already built the framework and already have it going, then you want to do that. You don't want to start from scratch. You want to build those relationships and do your networking. Take advantage of all the stuff that are distribution channels that already exist. So my two main takeaways.
The Dream 100. If you do not have that, you are missing out on a very, very important step.
Yes.
There's a Dream 100 for every market.
Excuse me. It makes sense because every small business owner that I've known throughout my entire adult life has really, really struggled on the advertising side of things and getting themselves out there and getting themselves known. You get like your small circle of family and friends. And eventually, if they're just buying things to support you and be nice, they will stop. If they're not your avatar, they're only doing it to support you. That is going to trickle down to nothing. You can't rely on that forever. You have to be able to branch out, even though it's scary, and you need to get out there and build bigger. If you don't build the bigger, you're not going to have bigger sales.
That's right.
It makes sense to me. I've seen a lot of people fail to do it or think like I work for a coffee shop that put 2 ads on radio station for college kids to get them to come to their coffee shop. And they thought like, oh, it's the radio station all the college kids listen to, but they were doing it at like 6 a.m. Right. Like, do you even remember college? But they got so upset that they got no return at all on those ads. And it was, that was all they did. The entire 7 months they were open, they just ran 2 ad campaigns that lasted a week apiece. They did absolutely nothing else. They could have even just gone to the college, which was down the street, and talked to the college newspaper and
giving away samples, like something.
Right. They could have. They could have been big. Their big size coffee was cheaper than the smallest size coffee you could buy at Starbucks at the time.
Oh wow!
Like they're super fancy. They totally could have been big, but I'm just saying you can't. Everybody puts in word of mouth as the best, and it is, but you can't just expect that to be happening while you're not doing a thing to move it forward.
Right. And that's basically where we're at. I've kind of broken down our annual goal, or I kind of gave us like a 9-month goal. Is for the first 3 months is to be able to build that content and that marketing and get our name out there, and get organized, which you do a great job of. Me, I'm all over the freaking map. Which is why, like yin and yang, we just make a perfect pair. But like the important thing is taking the step just to get started. I think that's a big thing because there's a lot of lessons in this book, and there's a lot of people that are like, I can't do all that. It's really, if you break it down.
He even says, don't do all that. But like at the last thing in his book, in the conclusion, I don't know if you read it.
Yeah, I
he's
did.
like, promise me that you're gonna pick one. You're gonna pick one, and you're gonna dominate that till either you have $1 million funnel and you're in the comma club, or a 2 comma club, or it's been a year. And then once you've hit that point, then you can start branching out, because it is too much. You don't want to go try to master every form of social media. I mean, like off the bat, that's not gonna be productive. That is gonna end up with you swamped.
No,
you got to figure out, like, towards your field where you see the biggest presence, and then focus on that, whether it's Instagram, whether you decide to go Facebook, Twitter. Although I wouldn't.
Well, it's not just Twitter, that, but he says, if you don't know, which one are you on the most?
Right. When you're just looking at stuff for fun in new categories. Yeah.
Go there. Start there. And to be fair, like, I mean, he goes over Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Google in this.
Yeah.
TikTok. If you spend a lot of time on TikTok, then you should have a really good idea.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch is another one that's getting to be a lot bigger.
Especially for gamers.
Subscribers and stuff. Yeah. Especially for gamers. But I feel like cooking and some other stuff that has that like step-by-step instructional video format that's popular will eventually end up there also.
Yeah. And we will be on there eventually. But basically our main now, because I've been in the media world for 8 years, I've built a decent following on X.
Yeah.
So like that's one of my platforms. But if I am going to start like really digging in on one group specifically, it's going to be Facebook and Instagram. I know we said one, but that's basically, it's one company.
Yeah.
Right. Because what I do on Facebook, I can share to Instagram and vice versa.
He does basically outline that, although the handling between the two is slightly different. So if that feels overwhelming, just go ahead and pick one. But that is one that you can very easily do at once, together at once, everyone.
So with that being said, next Tuesday, we are jumping into chapter 1 of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And we will post a link. I can find you a PDF of the book within 3 minutes of being done with this. We'll post the link so everybody can take part. Not everybody, but look, if you are trying to get traffic secrets, highly, 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 how else do I say this? Highly recommend. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Can you make out the price on there? I'm trying to show.
Oh, yeah. So that is on Amazon. That's how much this costs on Amazon. $26.99.
$26.99. So if you follow the link that he's post for it, then you only pay $7.
Yeah, you pay like $7 for shipping. That's it.
So do it the smart way.
That's it. So, but highly recommend getting this. I'm going to put this back up with the other secrets books, which are right there.
That's definitely something to be referencing when you're trying to get your name out there.
Absolutely. That's pretty much it. Heads up for the S3 tomorrow. Finally, well, basketball doesn't come back until Thursday, but we've got Daytona to talk about. We've got the upcoming race at Atlanta. Check out the articles that are up now, going over every race, except for the ARCA. I didn't write an ARCA article, but truck article, Xfinity, Cup articles are all up on CoachJeffDemers.com. Share them if you wish, if you like them. They're pretty short reads because I know my base. I know my customer base. So I'm not saying he's sharp. I'm saying we're very involved with other things. So I made them shorter because I can go on. In case you didn't notice, I can keep going. I can. But I won't because I have to get my other podcast ready for this evening. So Think and Grow Rich next week, Ms. Marnie. That's it. You have anything to end?
I do not. I think we covered everything I was going to say.
All right. Awesome. Take care, everybody. We will see you later.